Well, earlier we spoke to the director at the Nelson Mandela Centre of Memory, Verne. This is what he had to say.
For us, but you know, as he always said to us, focus on the work that needs to be done, and of course there's more and more work to be done. So.
Now, you work very closely with Madiba. Take us through and your experience of working with such an extraordinary icon.
Well, in many ways it was the best of jobs and the worst of jobs because you know, the privilege of spending time with him, but one also saw the extent to which people exploited him. I mean, I'd go as far as to say that Madiba brought out the worst in everybody. Everybody wanted a photo, everybody wanted a signature, an endorsement and so on. It was quite tough to see, especially towards the end when he was really getting frail.
How do you remember him?
Yeah, he was a complex human being, and so I don't have any simple image of him.
Yes.
I remember the times he got angry with us, and that was not pleasant. It wasn't cool to be around Madiba when he was angry, but I remember many good times too, great sense of humor. But I think, you know, the one that sticks in my mind is his doggedness, endurance. It didn't matter what the problem was. So you could talk about, you know, prison for 27 years, but dealing with a problem in the office, his commitment to let's get it right and let's just keep working at it.
Now, you've been Nelson Mandela's archivist since 2004. How did you get to be appointed, and was there a story behind the story?
Well, at the time I was working at WITS, and Madiba just finished his Burundi peace intervention. So this was 2001, and I got a phone call from the office to come and help him sort out all the documents in the boxes.
Yes.
And once I'd sorted that one out, I was asked to sort another one out, and eventually I went in 2004 to set up an archives program.
Is that so? So it's a long story coming through there. And how was it working with him through that period?
Yeah, you know, it was, for me, really special because the work I was doing and discussing with him, setting up a Centre of Memory, involved him looking at documents, helping us to understand the significance of particular entries in his diaries and notebooks. And so it was all about listening to him. Sadly, so often Madiba would sit and listen to other people's stories, but to actually sit and just listen to his stories was a real privilege.
How important is the Nelson Mandela Centre of Memory to South Africans in general to retain that institutionalized memory?
Well, obviously I'm biased. I think it's critical. You need the record to draw the limits to the power of narrative, people's memories and so on. You need to go back to the archive often to make sure that your information is reliable, accurate and authentic.
Why do you think every South African should actually visit it sometime in their lifetime?
Well, I can guarantee you that a visit to the Centre of Memory will be inspiring. I mean, it doesn't matter what the story is that you walk away with. It might be that Madiba's failed 35 university courses but just kept going. But it's going to leave you with something special.
Now, the centre houses some of the most important heritage resources that chronicles the life and times of Madiba. Is it open to the public at all times, and or is there a cost for the public to see it, to go through?
Free of charge, there's no cost. We're open office hours, but you do need to make a booking, and you can do that online or you can phone us to make the booking.
Open every day?
Yeah, every workday.
8 to 5?
8 to 5, yeah.
All right. Now, looking back, other projects that you're currently busy with and that you have done since the passing of Madiba, or are you still focusing only on the legacy of Madiba?
No, he gave us a mandate to address critical social issues. So a lot of the work that we're doing has to do with dialogue spaces. So, for example, we're very much engaged with attempts to address the challenge on university campuses. That's a big project for us.
How big is it? It must be a massive job.
Well, we spent all of Saturday in dialogue. We will be next weekend as well. And it's about trying to find sustainable solutions to these intractable problems.
Yeah. Your favorite quote from Madiba, because we are asking our viewers now today their favorite quote, and you've seen a couple of them coming through. What would be your favorite quote from him?
You know, it's not a published quote. It's something he used to say to me and other colleagues. And it's in the context of people talking too much. He would say to us, why would you take 10 minutes to say something you could say in one?
Absolutely fantastic. Classical Madiba. Now, will you be celebrating events? Is there any event being celebrated at His Life and Times today at the centre?
We are hosting a small, intimate function. Members of the family will be there. Deputy President Ramaphosa will be giving the keynote.